Hey there, and welcome to the very first episode of Living Example. My name is Sharon Lemwells, and I will call this Called But Hiding my Jonah moment. It's been 3 years? I started this whole thing, in 2017. And it's been a journey. It's been a wonderful journey. I get people calling me every day, reminding me, "Oh, Sharon, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?" And I know deep in my heart that this is exactly what I'm supposed to do, but I ran away from it because I allowed the devil to lie to me. As funny as it is, imagine doing the work of God, being in obedience, and then you allow the devil to whisper things to you, and then you take it in and you run with that. I allowed the devil to tell me that I was unworthy of God's work. And, someone might think, oh, she deviated. Maybe she ran into sin or she did something. That was not the case. That was not the case, to be honest. It was just my focus deviated, from him. My focus deviated from what I was supposed to do. When life crowds you with so much responsibility, so much, things like what you need to do in life. I know what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I knew this as little as, 3 years old. I knew that this was what I'm supposed to do, but I allowed myself to deviate. And I think that started immediately after school. School has a system where you go to this place, you do your homework, you go for lectures, you know what time you're supposed to be at lectures, you know what you're supposed to do at what time. And where there isn't a system in place, it's like, the veil is off. What am I doing with my life? That's exactly what happened to me. And it became more glaring after my NYSC, when I had to do my service year. And I was so depressed. I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain this feeling. It was just an overwhelming, deep sadness that I could not explain. I couldn't walk through. And I found myself deep into it. I was drowning into that. And every day someone would be like, "But Sharon, you were doing this. What's going on?" People would be like, if you were doing this and you were consistent with it, I'm sure by now you'd have been, and all that. And probably every day I pray for God to compress the years so that He could make up for lost time. But, I've always been intrigued by Jonah's story, and I wonder, why did he run away? Why did he think that he could run away from God, the Almighty, the Creator of the heavens and earth? You think you can run away from Him? Where do you want to run to? Where is that place you want to run to? And it's funny because I swore. I told myself that I will never find myself in disobedience where I would run away from God, because I've seen the consequences that come with that. I've seen my own, parents who fell into disobedience and what the consequences that came with that. So why would I find myself doing that, As I said, my focus shifted. My focus deviated from what the actual purpose of all this is. I wanted money. I was chasing money. When you have an immediate need, you are in some deep problem, and the only thing that can solve it in that moment is money. And when money is not coming forward, you find yourself trying to, what can I do? I delved into this, tried doing that, and the money was not forthcoming. And it's so wild that you think, this purpose that I'm doing, this thing that God has called me to do, is what will actually lead to that money I'm looking for. So what am I chasing? What am I looking for? I ask myself this continuously. And to be honest, my life wasn't sweet these past 2-3 years. It wasn't sweet in the sense of where I thought I would be at this point in my life is not where I'm currently am. And it hurts me. And I feel like if I was in obedience, if I continued to be in purpose, I wouldn't be where I am today. So join me on this journey as I be vulnerable. Vulnerability is not something I'm comfortable with. I'm more of an introvert. I keep to myself. In my privacy, even with my own family, I don't really talk about things so much. I like to do things by myself. Even this podcast, my sister is behind the camera. I did not involve her, properly as to what she needs to do. I find myself, and I notice that I'm the kind of person that does not allow people to help me. The wild story, when I was, I don't know, I think I was 3 years old. My mom noticed this in me. I was in a room alone, and I think they brought lights. So the iron was on, and the rug literally caught fire. And instead of me, as a child, to run out and be scared and call, whoever is out there to come help, I tried putting out that fire by myself. Insane. At 3 years old. So I think that character has followed me in my life, and I just find myself wanting to do everything by myself, even to the things of God. I don't allow him to help me. So he has humbled me, trust me. I am humble every day, and I'm back. In essence, I'm back. So I hope you follow me on this journey. It's going to be wonderful. Thank you.